Awkward Segue, and welcome to the podcast. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Connor.
I'm Spenser.
I'm Kyle.
And this is Awkward Segue, the only podcast. That's right, we're the first.
And the only.
Late night edition.
That was beautiful, everybody. Great intro. I think we can call it there.
Yeah, just...
Good podcast.
All right, I'm stopping my recording now.
Our podcast just intros. It's just the intro and that's it.
Yeah.
We're just really
all intros.
We're getting it down. We're narrowing it down.
Oh yeah.
really mastering the art of the intro. As you may be aware, or may not, if this is your first episode, we answer listener questions, hypotheticals, and would you rathers on this show. Basically anything a listener sends in, we'll answer it. You want life advice? We'll fix your life. Why not?
Maybe.
We've done it before.
So we got a good few a couple of listener questions this episode. So let's hop right into it. If you want your question answered on Awkward Segue, there's going to be a bunch of links in the description of this podcast. And also, I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end of the episode, so stick around. It's going to be fun. Firing right out the gate, we got good old Effie sending in a question. And her first question is, would you rather be one of my snails or a wild snail left to fend for yourself with only a single leaf for shelter and solace? I feel like this question's tilted a little heavily in favor of being her pet snails.
I feel like she tortures snails.
Does she kill snails?
She does not kill snails.
She absolutely tortures them.
We need to cover our bases. You know?
Kyle, she's going to crucify you.
She doesn't know where I live.
I will tell her where you live.
Oh,
my God.
You don't know the directions.
She treasures those snails.
Then it sounds like the choice is clear. Feed me leaves all day, if that's what snails eat.
I don't know what snails eat.
Yeah. I know she gives them, like, vitamin papers.
Ooh, fancy leaves.
Yeah.
That's my kind of, yeah.
What is paper if not super compressed leaves?
Getting real all of a sudden.
Yeah, we get deep on this podcast. Deep into the history of paper production.
Is paper the katana of the leaf world?
Because it's folded so many times.
Oh my God. It's perfect.
God, what we suck.
Wow, dude.
Are we weebs?
We're weebs. We're definitely weebs.
I just know how katanas are made.
They're folded.
Well, not really. I just know they're folded. That's it.
Oh, yeah? Well, I have a katana in my closet. And while you were out there hooking up with girls, I was here studying the blade. While Kyle was out not hooking up with girls, but also not studying the blade, I was here studying the blade. So I think, so Kyle, are you gonna be a wild snail or a pet snail?
I'll be a pet snail.
That's good. So we're all chill pet snails. I wonder what would life be like as a snail? What do you think?
Slow.
Do you think it would be nice or terrible?
I mean, I guess it'd be pretty good. Wouldn't have to worry about much.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to be one of those freaky giant snails. What are they? Like the banana snails?
Yeah.
In the Tool music video?
With like the glowing
Or not
penises
really.
that just like extend out 2 feet.
Well, they have like a spike penis. It's like a needle.
You
They
know,
all just have penises.
I'm not very knowledgeable in this field, so, sure.
There's another, I think it's a snail that
Snails are cool.
they'll fight with their dicks, and whoever loses gets pregnant by the winner.
That just sounds...
I have to look that up.
That's how we should have modeled society, honestly.
We just sword
don't
fight.
know about that.
everybody sword fights with their penises, and then the loser has to be impregnated by the other person. Just like in the plot of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Well, now, obviously, guys can't get pregnant. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if I'm breaking...
It's possible.
Well, okay.
think
Well, let's
it's
say
been done.
for the sake of most biology, guys cannot
haven't
get
you
pregnant.
seen that one movie?
I'm going to cut you off here. No, I have not. It sounds like an Adam Sandler movie, whatever you're talking about.
Some men can get pregnant. There's trans men.
I mean, yes, but what I'm saying is, in this what I'm saying is, does the winner instead get to cuck the person and impregnate their lady?
Pretty much.
No. It's Mr. Mommed. They get a baby scientifically implanted in them. That's the name of the movie I was trying to remember.
Oh, sounds like a good one.
Remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was preggers?
No, I've never seen it, so I have no idea.
Neither have I.
It's not a tumor.
It's a baby!
Oh, Boris woke up. Hey, buddy.
All right, well...
Boris!
Oh, Boris. What does Boris have to say about being a snail or a pregnant man?
He looks like he's having an existential moment. I don't know if I want to put more on his plate.
He's sleepwalking. Don't wake him up. Well, awkward segue. We got another question from Chandler, period, on Instagram. What's up, Chandler? And he asks, in a dystopian universe, would you rather be the leader or be a potential revolutionist?
In a what? Sorry?
A dystopian.
In a dystopian universe, like Hunger Games.
Oh, right.
Any like...
So a leader to be overthrown or the overthrower.
Yeah.
Overthrowy?
Well, I would
you'd...
So I'm guessing this is at the downfall of the dystopia.
Yeah.
Like, there are rebels. I guess I'm gonna have to go with. Most times they win, so I'm gonna go with the rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to make me Katniss. Put me in the fire dress. Let me fire an arrow at the fascist guy.
Can't shoot a bow and arrow, but I can try.
I can do it. I've been to the Renaissance Fair. Thank you very much.
I can paint myself to hide in rocks, like that PETA or whatever his name was.
What?
Yeah, Peter, because he was really good at baking cakes, so he was also very good at camouflage.
That makes a lot of sense.
He decorated the cakes to the point where they were invisible.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've never watched a full Hunger Games movie, so I need to actually watch this.
Oh, I just read the books. I haven't seen the movies.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Don't know if they
I've
actually
done
do that.
Both.
Well, do they do that?
Yeah, no, he's good at camouflage.
Okay,
He's
so
good at
yeah,
camouflage,
it checks out.
because of his cakes. Who do you think out of all of us, even the people not on the podcast, who do you think would survive the longest in a Hunger Games? Because I can't picture any of us winning, but I think some of us could hold out.
Yeah.
I think I know who would kill the easiest.
Well, I murder suicide Kyle in the first 5
What the
minutes.
fuck, dude?
Well, he said no one's gonna make it, Kyle.
Oh, we
That
were
means
friends.
no matter
No one's
what.
gonna make it and just kill both of us. just literally starting. The buzzer just rang.
He just dashes
I
towards you.
keistered a gun.
Jesus Christ. No one's gonna make it. Boom!
Especially not me.
Dang, dude.
Murder.
So Kyle and I are out right away.
Right.
This is
feel like
we should consult the Hunger Games simulator thing.
Oh God!
I love that. That's fun to do.
What is that?
There's this website that lets you run. Type in names, a bunch of names, and you can make like a randomized Hunger Games, and it does like random events, and someone wins at the end.
It's
Kyle
cool.
and I used to run them and like live tweet them and tag all our friends who we put in them, and it was a good time.
real
Everyone
fun.
got really into it.
Oh, cool. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it was before your time.
Yeah, before you.
Yeah.
Before you
I mean,
were relevant.
I haven't been here long. That's fair. Couple years.
Yeah, it has been a couple. I was about to say it's been a good few years. Wow, we haven't done that for a few years.
No, fuck. That's right.
We need to do. That's what. Follow Awkward Segue on Twitter, Awkward Segue PM, and we'll post some sweet Hunger Games simulators.
Right
and
on.
see which one of us wins.
Right on.
Hell's yeah. But Awkward Segue. We got one more question from Effie over on Instagram, and she wants to say, "What's your favorite thing you've ever created?"
I don't know.
Favorite thing I've ever
What's your-
created.
Proudest creation.
The only thing that comes to mind right now is like a drawing I did in school, but I don't know anything else that I made other than like drawings.
That's actually, I'd have to say the same thing, because back in like elementary school, I was a big drawer.
You were a drawer.
I was a drawer. I was real big into drawing then. I used to draw like I used to watch the old like sci-fi, like shitty sci-fi movies, and I'd always draw the opening, like the posters for them and stuff.
Penises.
Oh yeah. Then, as a little after the Bayverse Transformers come out, and I draw all like a bunch of them by memory. If I could find that fucking folder, it was a lot of good stuff in there. What I remember.
Yeah, I drew not from memory, but I had like a side by side of a tiger, like a real tiger, just an actual tiger in black and white. Yeah. And I looked at the phone or whatever, and I drew it for art class. And it was it's probably the best thing. It wasn't like fantastic, but it was the best thing I've ever drawn because I have no artistic skill. And the teacher put it in like a little, I don't know, art show or mini thing at the mall. Didn't win a single thing. Well, I was like, dang. my best thing I'll ever make. No reward.
Well, you know what? I bet it was really good. I bet it was a darn good tiger.
Thanks. I mean, I still have the picture.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, in my phone. I just have to go back and hunt
for it.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
You got to see that tiger now. The people are craving your tiger persona.
I'll find it.
So many people just drug me off the streets like, we need to see the picture of the tiger, man. We need the tiger.
You have to kill me for it.
Hunger Games. The winner gets a picture of a tiger.
My friends died for this.
A decent one.
Awesome.
Worth it.
Totes worth it for this sick tiger photo.
Heck yeah, dude.
There it is. I think my favorite favorite thing I've ever created is probably this podcast. It's definitely the longest running thing I've ever created.
It is definitely the longest running thing we've ever done.
Although I'm pretty proud of the D&D thing, but it's not out yet, so I don't want to say that that's my favorite thing yet.
That'd be a definite one of them.
D&D podcast coming maybe eventually.
That's like me with the abridged thing I was going to do. I'd never touched that book. Yeah. It's been a long time since I touched that book. It's still in my work bag. I haven't had a lot of free time at work to do it.
There's my tiger drawing in the group chat. Obviously not great for audio mediums, but
I'm going to take a peek at this, and you're going to hear my genuine reaction.
I sent you that link to that Hunger Games thing.
Yeah, careful, dude. It looks realistic.
Fuck. That's a really good drawing, honestly. That's actually really impressive. Fuck.
Best thing I've ever done. Won no awards.
That's cool as shit.
Because everyone else is way better at art.
Dude, that I couldn't do this. That's for sure.
Oh, I'll never be able to get anywhere near that again.
You guys follow our socials. Awkward Segway PM on Twitter. Awkward Segway Podcast on Instagram. If you want to see this slick ass tiger. Careful, you'll be terrified. You'll think there's a tiger in your room for a second.
Yeah, watch out.
It's behind you.
Also drew, it wasn't as good. I think I did like a weird, sort of, I don't know. But I drew a Batman, like the Batman from Batman and Robin, George Clooney.
Yeah.
With bat nipples. I think I excluded the nipples, though.
What?
Oh, what's the point?
That's like the prime Clooney Batman was the bat nipples.
At the time, I was a fool.
Yeah. So you need to go back and add them.
I was young and foolish. We all made mistakes.
Hey, and speaking of making mistakes, awkward segue. We got some questions over on our Twitter account. First one coming from at Prof Scatterfield Curtis. This guy's actually super cool. So quick shout out to that guy. Super rad guy I met. He was one of the fellow guests on that D&D stream I was on.
Cool.
A few days ago.
How'd that go after this question?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, I can go a little more into that in a minute. And he asked a very important question of, do you consider honey mustard to be an actual form of mustard?
Huh, I never thought of it that way. I guess I would have to say no.
Has the honey tainted it?
I feel like, because I'm imagining mustard, it just doesn't taste like anything like that.
I've never had honey mustard or mustard. So
what?
I don't like that
Wait,
much.
really?
I don't like that much condiments. Hot sauce is about
crazy.
as far as I'll go.
It's crazy.
I'm not a big fan of anything
I
else.
don't like mustard either.
Well,
to be fair.
actually, was it? I think it was like spicy mustard I've had before. And I was at that ramen place in Cartersville.
Yeah, I mean, honey mustard's more, I guess, like tangy. Maybe might be the right word. But nah, I don't think I would consider it an average mustard. I guess it would be like a distant cousin.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Science has decided honey mustard, not real mustard. It looks sandy.
It looks sandy.
Doesn't it?
I don't know.
No.
Does it not? You do not tell me you look at honey mustard and
I've
think,
never
like,
thought
it should feel grainy.
This looks like mustard with some sand in it.
That's what it looks like. Look at it again.
It won't.
Damn
I
it.
won't ever look at honey mustard again.
I don't like sand in my honey mustard.
But yeah, I was on a quick shout out to the gamer mom Luna. She's super cool. She had me on this Twitch channel called Shared Experience for a show called Tales from the Tavern, and we did. It's just a bunch of cool people talking about D&D and the like. It was a blast. We had a good time. There were a couple technical errors, but it was all on Twitch's end.
It's their fault.
It was a good time. That's where the mustard question came from, a joke I made about drinking mustard.
I was gonna say, did y'all talk about like just what D&D or just like random crap or?
It was all about D&D. Like, one of the questions was like, "What's your drink of choice for when you're playing games?" And everyone was like, "Water." Like, someone was like, "I have this flask called the Flask of Disappointment." And then we were all laughing, and it finally got to me, and I was sitting there. I had been sitting on it since the question had been asked. I was just like, "You guys know mustard?" Like that. And then I just went to describe mustard. Like, that yellow stuff kind of like goes on like hot dogs and things. And they're like, "Do you drink mustard?" I was like, "What? No. What are you talking about?" But of course not. That's disgusting. I was just seeing if we were all on the same page. I was just checking in
I
with
only
you guys.
exclusively drink marinara sauce.
Heck yeah, gamers!
You should go check out the stream I was on. But all the other streams, the person who runs it, she's fucking rad as hell.
Sounds like it.
Everyone who was on it is cool as hell. I'm not just saying that because I was on it.
Yeah, because you couldn't. For that reason.
Shut up! Awkward segue. We got a question from we got two questions from Charlie.
Ooh, Charlie.
How's it going, Charlie? You're cool as hell. Thanks for supporting the podcast. And her first question is, what is a body part that you wouldn't mind losing?
Obvious answer I guess would be like a pinky.
I'm going for tactical answers that just saves me trouble, like appendix.
Yeah.
Didn't know we could go internal.
Before it.
I want to lose my wisdom teeth because I have to do that soon anyway.
I only need one lung.
Okay, right.
I don't think that's fully true.
No, let's hear him out. He says get rid of them. Get rid of one.
That's kidneys.
At least half.
You don't have to go big or. I mean, if you want to take out your leg, go for
fine.
it. Fine.
What's that badumpa thing that's in your body?
That what?
The heart.
That's not. That's not important, is it?
What's that? It's that thing that keeps beating and beating. God, I can't stand the noise.
Sounds like you can take it with a brain and it wouldn't change much. You know
what I'm
what? Right.
Kyle's more like one of those jellyfish. He's just a very smart jellyfish. He doesn't actually have a brain.
What?
He will live forever.
No. Me? Never.
Dude, you know about those jellyfish that like they get to a certain age, and then turn back into their adolescent
Yeah, I heard about
forms?
that. It's fucking weird.
No, but I know that they're like
essentially immortal.
Jellyfish in general, or jellyfish and lobsters.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a jellyfish. Aside from killing it, how do you expect it to die? It's like tentacles and jelly.
I mean, I would expect it to die like Bond.
Having awesome sex.
I was gonna say with a laser cutting through him.
Man, what if that's just how Bond movies ended, where they finally catch it and they're like, "We got you," and then they just laser him in half.
No, like big setup, just beat. That was close,
That'd
guys.
be a very different movie.
Maybe have you just always turned the movies off at the part where he's captured and about to?
So,
do
well, I know what
laser?
happens, and I don't want to see it.
It's like, I don't want to see my favorite spy man die.
Wait, there's another 007 movie. I thought he died in the last one.
That's why they're always new actors. They keep killing
Oh
off the
shit!
last ones.
I'm speaking of movies. You guys excited about King Kong versus Godzilla?
Sure.
What are your feelings? Because honestly, I feel like they really scaled down.
Yeah,
Godzilla.
because he got fucking beefy in the King of the Monsters. He was massive, and now they're fighting on a fucking aircraft carrier and not teetering the damn thing.
You know what I'm calling? I'm gonna call it right here. It's gonna be a total of 7 minutes of kaiju screen time, and then 2.5 hours of bullshit human drama nobody cares about. When it could be an entire big monster
Because there
fight.
is a plot where Kong is like a protector of this little girl that he communicates with.
Yeah. The little girl can be there. That's fine. We don't need a bunch of people being like, oh, what are we going to do about this guy? And this guy's like, my family. I need to reconnect with my family. It's just like, shut the fuck up. Show the lizard. Show the monkey.
Think about how expensive it would be if it was just 2.5 hours of CGI monsters fighting.
Put people in rubber suits.
Yeah, right.
Listen,
Yeah, let's
they
go
make
back to the
fully
classic.
animated movies. Who cares? They can do this. The funds exist.
I was looking at the trailer, and I noticed it was okay. One of the trailers they're talking about like, oh, it was an old war, and these are the two survivors of like both sides. Fucking Kong has an axe made out of a fucking plate from like a dorsal plate from Godzilla.
What if Godzilla vored? I almost called him Donkey Kong.
That would be so. I mean, next Smash DLC, huh?
Godzilla for Smash. Talk about too big for Smash.
We'll see how it goes. I was excited for King of the Monsters. I'd like this. I want to see this one.
I'm Team Godzilla.
Oh, of
King
course.
of the
Fucking
was
Kong is just a big
profoundly
monkey.
disappointing.
I've only seen the first Godzilla remake.
What, Spencer?
What did you say?
I've only seen the first Godzilla remake, so I don't really have a
what was it?
ball in this fight.
The 2012
King of the
one?
Monsters
Sure.
has way more kaiju.
By way more, he means it went from like 46 seconds to 3 minutes. It's disappointing as hell, and most of it's in like a heavily obscuring storm.
Well,
that movie. Those movies never fail to disappoint me, and I just it upsets me because I want them to be good. I really want them to be good.
The first remake was mainly like, it was mainly nighttime whenever Godzilla was on screen. Mainly, it was only. Then King of the Monsters, there's more daytime, and there's way more fights, like old callbacks and stuff.
It's just like I don't know why they always hone in on like this human drama bullshit when everyone's just here to watch the monkey punch the lizard. I can do with less. It could be the easiest thing on earth. You don't need a plot. Throw two big monsters at each other and let them fight.
If they get my man Timothy Oliphant in there, now we're talking. now I'm into the human drama. If I get to see Timothy Oliphant.
What about Brendan Fraser? But he voices King Kong.
He's just snarling on the microphone.
No, King Kong now speaks perfect fluent English.
It is Brendan Fraser.
He goes, "Oh, great Scott! I've been Scottish the whole time."
What the fuck?
Okay, did you see The Mummy too? And then I'll punch Godzilla.
The Mummy's now in theaters. No, it's not. And then he just crushes them.
He's always plugging Mummy.
And then Godzilla's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Sasuke.
Oh no!
And he goes, "It's hero." That's Ben 10. I immediately didn't do a Sasuke line.
Connor's a fake weeb. Connor's a fake weeb.
Shut up.
Turn in your katana.
No, but I've been studying the blade.
Should have studied your voice actors, I guess.
Well, this would definitely go on the gag reel of my life. Hey, wait, no. Yuri Lowenthal is the voice of Ben 10. He's the voice of Ben 10 in Alien Force and Upwards.
You know what? Okay, that's an exception.
That's why
I'll
I went
take
for
that.
here.
Okay.
I know Yuri Lowenthal.
Hey, you could tell me.
I can identify that man's voice.
You could tell
in
me
anything
any
he's
name, at all, and I would just have to believe you that they voiced Benton or Sasuke.
That's fair.
Because I have no idea.
You guys also ruined my perfect awkward segue I was setting up for the gag reel thing. Because our final question was another one from Charlie.
Can I say something real quick about Godzilla?
Yeah, can ya?
The one thing I want to see in this movie is like the old Toho movies where he does a drop kick.
Yeah.
Where he just fucking
where he rides on his tail.
Yeah, he flies on his tail and just like body is stiff. I want to see that in the new. I wanted to see that in the new Godzilla.
That'd be awesome.
That I can get down with.
Okay, next question.
All right, Charlie has our final question for us tonight. What would be on the gag reel of your life?
My life.
My life.
Let's think. Like
I think my gag reel is when this was a long time ago where my cousin and I were going to go to we were going in the woods. We're tying our boots on. And I had a fart, and I was like, I'm going to grab his face and, like, fart in his face, and I wound up shitting myself.
I remember you talking about
it wasn't like, it was bad shit. It caked down my leg. It was bad.
And
it just happened so quick, too.
Man.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd say that's definite gag reel material.
What would go on your gag reel, Spenser?
Man.
Sir?
You're going to make me follow that up.
Yeah, that's hard to follow up. I'm holding back throw up in my mouth here. I turned captions on.
It's been such a long time, I don't remember exactly what happened, but there was one time we were, as kids or whatever, in our yard. Oh, a ladybug. In our yard, and like these dogs were loose. I don't think they were mean dogs, but they were like running around with a chain and like in our yard, and we were kids, so we were scared of them. So we hopped
up. They would
up.
hold it in their mouth, and they would like swing it around at you.
But
and they'd be like, "Hey, what you doing on our turf?"
Yeah, and then I snapped at
dog?
Them, and then we surrounded them in a dance number, and then they hit us with a chain. But no, we hopped up on like this stoop of my house that we had, and I think I was the only one to not get hurt by the dog or like run away or something like that. And I just remember like I started to walk and like I was looking back at my friends talking, and I just fell down the stairs. Like, I was untouched by the dogs, but I just walked down the stairs because I wasn't looking. And, it's nothing like crapping my pants, but that would be going on the gag reel.
All right.
Funny stuff.
This is hard because there's not a whole lot of things in my life that I'm embarrassed of. I'm generally pretty shameless, so I consider most things just kind of funny. I guess let's make this a real poop sandwich.
Okay.
I'll talk. I guess mine. What would go on my gag reel is the last time I pooped my pants was in 6th grade.
Do tell.
It was Halloween, and I was dressed up as Ichigo from Bleach.
Okay.
And I remember because it was the first year I was walking by myself because everyone else was too slow. I was like, I gotta get to this. We gotta get that candy. But everyone would like to take it slow, and I was like, I'm finally old enough to walk ahead of the group. So I walk ahead, and I'm halfway through my old neighborhood, and then it hits me. I'm like, I have to poop now. And I turn around. I'm like, I gotta go. I have to get back to my house. And our neighborhood is very hilly. So there's a big, where we lived, directly to the right where you go deeper into the neighborhood, there's just a big hill up. So I had already gone up that hill and then down that hill. So I had turned around. I was like, oh no, I have to walk up this hill while holding it all in. So I walk up, I get to the top of the hill, and I pass my friends and Kira and Lana, and I'm just like, I'm just running to the bathroom. I'll catch up with you guys. And the second I reach the top of the hill, it just all comes out. Luckily I was in like pants, so nothing like showed. So I just had to do this most awkward walk. I was so embarrassed because, when you're in middle school, you feel like you're more grown up, and you're like, I can't let anyone find out about this. So I quietly walk back into my house, where my mom and my dad are. You know, they're outside handing out candy. I'm just like, hey, just go. I had to use the bathroom. Like awkwardly walking, go back in. Here's the gross, embarrassing part though. The underwear. I was like, what do I do? I can't just like put this in the hamper. Obviously it'll be clear that I just pooped myself.
Of course.
Because I hate this because it
Did you
like
put the
I
underwear
hate talking
back
about
on?
poop because it makes my stomach but it wasn't solid.
Oh yeah. That was my problem too.
It was just like, so I just had this gross underwear that I kind of flopped around the toilet, and I was like, just kind of emptying as much as I could. I was like, this isn't going to work.
Christ.
How do I do this? And so you know what I did? This is the most embarrassing thing I can think of. This still embarrasses me. I took that underwear, I opened my closet, and I buried it in a back corner. And I was like, that's gone forever. I covered it up, I coated it with Febreze.
Connor.
I was just like, it's gone forever now.
One of the worst choices you could have made for this.
No.
Yeah, right?
Like, you should have just, buried it at the bottom of a trash can, or like, I don't know, wherever y'all take your trash, something. Just
bury it.
Man, I should have thrown it out, right? I should have put it in a black bag
stored it for
and then
later.
let it go with the dump. I was like, what if somebody sees it in the trash? So I buried it in the back of my corner, in the corner of my closet, coated it with Febreze, and then let the shame wash over me. I cleaned myself up, went back out trick-or-treating, caught up with everyone, and was like, I'm back.
No one was the wiser until now.
Nobody
of course.
found it.
What?
For years.
3 years?
Oh my God.
Why did
What?
I forgot about it.
God.
After a certain
Dude.
point, I buried it in shame. And then I was cleaning out my closet one day, and I found it. I was like, "Oh my God, what is this?" And I was like, "Oh no, I remember what this is." And then I threw it out. Then I threw it out without anybody noticing.
Jesus Christ, man.
The end.
What the hell?
I did what I should have done in 6th grade and just thrown them out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's on my blooper reel right there.
Holy shit, that tops mine.
Putting the gag
That
in
was
gag reel.
So much.
Thanks
so
for
much
that,
more
Charlie.
Detail than I thought you were. Yeah.
You know, like as I was telling the story, memory was flooding back. It's still so vivid. Like I said, this is embarrassing to me now.
Well, it's brave of you to share.
Thank you. And now the whole internet knows.
I tell you what, this would be the perfect time for one of those awkward segues.
Awkward segue. We're out of questions. So now's a perfect time since just due to our scheduling thing, some shit came up. So this is going to have to be a little bit of a shorter episode. So here's a perfect time to crown a question of the episode. Best question.
Well, man.
So what was your favorite question, guys?
I think the one that had the best results was just
Yeah,
our highlights.
Yeah, definite best result was the gag reel. Let me try to think of. So there's the King Kong one.
There was no King Kong question.
Whoops.
We just talked about we were talking about a movie, like a dystopian movie or something. Then I don't remember how we took out on King Kong.
So yeah, it was like, who would you be in a dystopia? What's something you made that you're most proud of? Yeah, I think I gotta go with the snails. Snails was good. I gotta go with the gag reel just because of just what it led to. Who would have saw it coming?
Yeah, the gag reel did come out with the best bit.
2 or 3 about shitting ourselves.
Who would have thought?
Yeah,
that would be. Yeah. Anyway, that one.
Oh, Kyle, if you hadn't told a shitting yourself story, I wouldn't have thought of mine. And then the entirety of the internet.
Kyle, I'm gonna give you Worst Friend Award.
Heyo.
Woo! So, yep. So, is it a unanimous gag reel?
It sounds like it.
Well, congratulations, Charlie. You are the winner of this episode's Best Question Award. You get nothing but the clout. You can put that in your bio. You can tattoo it on Lee's back.
Should probably give him a free therapy session or something.
Yeah. You earn 1 free bottle of Mind soap. I should have said bar of Mind soap.
Nope. too late now. Now you got to make a bottle of it.
You can wash your brain out from that disgusting story you made me tell, Charlie. It was all your fault.
Right. Anyway, y'all get any of that treasured GameStop stock?
Oh my god, yeah. I want to talk about that real quick. I am loving what's happening with the GameStop.
We're hurting
stock.
the billionaires.
Yes. All the rich people are upset now they're like, wait a second, you guys can't game the stock market. We game the stock market.
Yeah. Have you seen like all the shady and like I'm guessing illegal stuff like Robinhood has done?
Oh my god, yeah, where they stopped people from being able to like buy AMC and GameStop stock.
Yeah, and then like I think something because my friend actually has some of the stocks, so he's very invested. I think
nice.
I think at one point they like
Invested.
weirdly rate it didn't like say like the price of the stock was like 300 or something like that, but to buy it costs like 5,000 or something like that.
Oh yeah, GameStop literally has like run out of stocks to sell.
Yes, or something.
Yeah.
So, but there's that, and then what was it? I think like Robinhood like automatically sold some people's stocks or something.
Yeah, like this is in your best interest. When in reality, they just made it clear that their name's a little hypocritical.
Yeah, I was literally like setting up because I'd been meaning to set up an account anyway. I was like, well, might as well set up stocks now while it's on my mind. And now that's going out. I'm like, I'm not going to use Robinhood. I'll use something else because they are.
Here's a fun
trash.
PSA I found out. I saw on Twitter. You can do stocks through Cash App as well.
Oh yeah,
and they're not stopping you currently.
Cool.
So just thought I'd share that if anybody's looking to invest in AMC right now. Make a couple more hedge funds go broke.
Yeah. The bummer is like I didn't know
cathartic.
Obviously that this was going to happen, but my friend that has the stocks like said something about this like back in December or something. Like I think he was watching some dude that was like talking about to buy these stocks. I might buy a few, and obviously like man, sure wish I had killed on some of that, but
right.
God. Well, if you ever go back in time, you'll know to buy up GameStop stock.
Yeah.
And you'll be rich.
Project Almanac this shit.
Internet.
Yeah. I need to figure stock
Project
stuff
Almanac?
out so I can,
You don't
maybe
you
catch
remember
that
the old
next
movie?
week.
It's came out like 2014, I think.
I do not believe I heard of it.
It's
Kyle Kuhn.
Fuck, when do I remember? A group of friends, and they're all at one guy's house, and they was all talking about his dad always did like these experiments, or he was always just like tinkering with stuff. And they went down to the basement, his workshop, and pulled out blueprints. It was all broken apart. They put it together as a fucking time machine, and they started just doing stuff. One of the guys went back. He went ahead and he went into the future, a little bit into the future. Got winning lottery tickets. Or no. He went back after he knew the lottery tickets and then did it and then won like a fuck ton of money. Then
I feel like that's just that would be everybody's first thing.
Oh,
they did.
absolutely.
They'd be
The
like,
lottery.
I'm gonna make myself rich real quick.
Yeah, I'd invest in either win the lottery, invest in Apple, or now GameStop. It turns out,
right?
I just don't understand stocks. You know,
I'll
say it.
I remember doing something like that in high school. We did that little game where it works on the actual stock market, but we're using like simulated money.
Yeah,
we never got to do that.
I did that too.
Back in high school.
I got 11th place at the end of that, which is far better than I thought I'd do.
Speaking of that, I don't remember what place I got, but like, I think my friend, he was like, "Here, dude, just buy Netflix or something." And I did. And like over the weekend, it shot up and like temporarily put me in first place. I didn't end first place, but like someone else called me out. They're like, he's like, he had someone else buy it for him. He's like, so what does that matter? And he was like, is that true? I was like, I mean, like, I guess, but like, what does it matter? So what does any of this matter? Like, why are you narking on me for a fake stock game? The reward is like, I don't know, 10 extra points on a test or something. It doesn't matter.
I need it. I need the stocks. I need the bonds. And I can't think of a single another stock term. I was gonna make one more, but I just had it. There's nothing.
Buy low, sell high.
That's good advice right there.
Mm-hmm.
And with that advice, I think that's a perfect time to end this podcast. If you're interested in getting your question answered on Awkward Segue, you can go ahead and tweet it to us at Awkward Segue PM. You can send it to us on Instagram, Awkward Segue Podcast. We have a Facebook and a subreddit. They're both Awkward Segue. And we also have an email address, and that's awkwardsegwayquestions@gmail.com. awkwardsegwayquestions@gmail.com. That's with an S, folks, just in case I'm not enunciating properly. If you want to help support the podcast, you could leave a review on iTunes. That's a big help. Or if you just want to tell a friend, word of mouth is one of the best ways to help our show grow, and we'd appreciate the heck out of it. Congratulations once again, Charlie, for winning question of the episode, best question of the episode. And thank you, Spencer and Kyle, for being on at this ungodly hour of the night.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it led to a lot, so you're welcome.
This was fun. Well, until next time, I've been Connor.
I've been the guy, Spencer.
I don't know who I am anymore.
And this has been Awkward Segue.
Thanks for
listening.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Kill me.
Especially.
We play the intro and the outro live.